Hey everyone, Jamie Phillips, Action Auto Parts. Well, if you've seen a previous video, I mentioned that a guy from Huntsville, Alabama that came up last Saturday and was buying the inner fenders off of this car, and he got in on it and it was just taking him a little longer, and the family was kind of like wanting to hurry up and go. So he said, I'll be back next Saturday. I'll be by myself, and how much extra? And I told him. So Peg got started there a while ago, and bada bing, bada boom. Got them off and got the inner fenders out of the fenders, I think. So let's jump out over here and look right quick. Oh, I can get out of Black Betty Bappinam. So I know the guy, when he comes back, he's wanting the headlight bezels, that piece of trim. He says he might buy the grill and the bumper. And he wanted those little end pieces out of the fenders, but there's his inner fenders are out. And so yeah, Peg strikes again. So he gets up here Saturday and he gets all the stuff he wants, and then we'll lay the fenders probably back up across that motor or something or another. But so that is good. Gotta get this trim picked up. It had been laying up in here when it had a hood on it, and then when the hood came off, something, I don't know, and that's busted, but we'll lay it there anyway, so I might need that lid off of it. So that old car, I got somebody interested in the dry shaft, and that will be a chore for them because it's got to be jacked up pretty good, and then who knows how rusty the bolts are, but I priced it as a them pull it kind of a thing. So earlier today, I had two guys come down from Jasper, Indiana, which is close to French Lick, which is where the great NBA legend Larry Bird was raised at. So they came down on this Kia Forte and got the hood and the bumper, both headlights, and that fender off of it. And then they took the passenger fender off of that 2011 Hyundai Sonata. He had a couple little used car dealerships and a body shop, and he said, you know, sometimes you got to drive and get the parts, and I had the parts. He said, well, while I'm here, I'll look around, and he seen that I had that, so he said, I definitely need that fender off that Sonata. So that was a pretty good little sale to get the day started off right. I got a customer actually down there right now at the bottom of the hill pulling an alternator off of that 2004 Ford quad cab, four-wheel drive. It's got the 5.4 in it. So I just took him down there to where it's at. So he's pulling that alternator off, and Felicia's about to get she's got to get up these first two rows, which are not real tall, but she's started in the back where they were taller, and she's trying to get all the weed eating up here caught up. And then of course yesterday, me and Peg got the old Avalanche spun around there and got it in line to where it needed to be, and I got it listed on a bunch of the sites. So I'm going to ease back down over the hill. This guy and his boys down here pulling an alternator off of that truck right there. You see him down over the hood of it, or the front of it there, getting the alternator off. And then I got to get with Peg here in a minute, and we got to move that red and white Ford F-250 that came in, and I'll add that on here in just a bit. So the customer left that got the alternator off that 04 Ford F-150 FX4, and Felicia got in that truck, and the back wheel was scooting. And so, because it didn't have no brakes, but we got right in there, and it kind of, I think, broke loose a little bit. But we got it stopped. So actually tomorrow, because it's about their quitting time, of course Peg's Jeep won't be sitting there. We're going to take the truck and put it between those trees there in the shade, and let him get the bolts and stuff out of the bed, for my buddy, my customer that's buying the bed, and then once we get the bed off, he can come and pick it up whenever he wants to, and we'll go on and put that truck over here, probably by that big white van. It used to be a U-Haul truck, but we're gonna have to hook to that HHR and get it up the hill out of the way. Either that or about ready to start another road, man. I'm telling you, these Ford trucks, man, built Ford tough. And because I still get that Ranger up front too that I got to bring back here. So it's been another blessed day here in the junkyard. Yesterday was a great day, sold quite a bit of stuff, and today's been pretty good as well. Peg got those inner fenders off of my customer in Huntsville, Alabama, so that's a load off my mind. He'll be back up here Saturday to pick that stuff up and then close the deal on that truck bed, and so we'll get it pulled off. That guy's coming to pay me for it tomorrow, I think he said, but he's a good friend, so whenever, it don't matter. Then yeah, so that's that. It's about 11 minutes to 4, and like I said, it's about their quitting time, so I'm sure they'll start migrating up front. And I found a couple pieces of bread still in the old Black Betty Bam Balam, so I am going to park over here in the shade and feed it to my fishies and see what they're doing. So Barney, he's hung out some today. He showed up late, but he's hung out a little bit. We got a rain this morning and sound like a good one. Thunder, you know, all the whole deal. And there was a little bit of like some water puddles and stuff on the ground, but it definitely was not enough. I was hoping we was gonna get I really wished it would have rained all day, but it didn't. It rained some this morning up in the wee hours, and so I mean, you can see it's done kind of looking dry again, but there's a little muddy spot that did have some water in it earlier, and it's done drying up. So still pretty dry. We need a bunch of rain, not all at once, but I ain't got nothing to do with the weather, so I have to leave that up to the good Lord above. So I'm gonna get out and feed my fish. Hope y'all having a great day. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, please, and subscribe. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.